Morning, everyone. I know it's super dark here, but welcome to a week in the life as a fitness instructor. I thought this would be really fun to do. We will do just a whole week of what I do. If you're new here, my name is Jaycee. I'm a group fitness instructor, personal trainer, and college student, and welcome to my life. Did not film yesterday because I needed that day for myself. And I taught dance that day, and that was just like, oh, well, that doesn't really count. So I teach fitness pretty much like Tuesday through Saturday. My day off is Sunday. It's great. We're gonna get started with today. This morning I'm doing 2 fitness classes. I'm teaching like a strength class and then an aqua fitness class. It's great. My strength class is just the sweetest group of people ever. Love them so much. I finished up with both of my personal training clients this morning. Everything went great with 4 of the 2 classes and the 2 sessions I had. So we're gonna record my session logs. So that's some of the back end stuff that I have to do. I'll explain it later to you guys, but I will see you guys when I get home. I've got 2 academic classes today and then I'm going home. Guys, it's this afternoon. Now, not only is this a week in the life as a fitness instructor, but I also really want to chat with you about specific things that I, as an instructor, to make my life easier. And this can be applied whatever your field is, whether you are in a 9-to-5, whether you're a full-time college student, like literally whatever you're doing, I think that you could apply some of these ideas to that. Because it's really all about time management. And so that's why this video is called like how I manage my time a week in the life as a fitness instructor, you know? And I have a little blurb each day. But today's Tuesday, we taught our 2 classes, 2 personal training client sessions. All of them went great. And I want to talk today about like just back end work, because teaching fitness and personal training, like I show up, I teach my class, I conduct my session. That's all I get paid for, but that's not all I do. And so part of my pay rate, because I personally do agree with my pay rate, is I'm not only getting paid for that class, like yes, that's the time I'm clocking in, but I'm also getting paid for my expertise in programming the class and what I'm teaching and the prep work I do. There is so much programming. For my personal training clients, I have to fill out very detailed client logs to make sure that 1, there's no negligence, no liability. Like if a client gets hurt in a session, we got to be able to document it. But also for me to see, or if they get switched to another trainer, that trainer needs to be able to see, what did I do? What were my notes? What are this client's inherent needs? And then for group fitness, I am unique in that I teach a completely unique workout with a unique playlist every single class. Does not matter what class it is, I will never teach the same workout twice. I might teach very similar workouts twice, and the principles of my workout will not change week to week. You're gonna see those foundationals, but you're coming to a group fitness class. If you're paying me to give you an experience, and in my opinion, it should be a unique experience every time. That's my opinion. I go to a yoga studio where they teach the exact same yoga sequence every single week, and I absolutely love it because the coaching and the cueing there is what makes them unique, and it's what's phenomenal about them. So I wanna talk about some of the things I do to make that back end work manageable. The first one is I time block specific time that I program. I don't just program throughout the week. I set down, it used to be Friday nights, it's turning into Saturday mornings. I get up early on a Saturday morning and I spend 2 hours programming. I pick the music, I program the exercises, I update all of my client plans. Like I am locked in on this programming. The other thing I do is I have pre-prepared guidelines. Now this should be showing up on the screen, but I have on my Notion, love my Notion. I'll do a Notion tour someday. I think that would be really fun. I have a group fitness one. That's the one I'm gonna click on. And on this one, I'm just gonna show you my class programming thing, but I have principles. And so if you click on cycle, I have my class format here. This is how I'm gonna teach a cycle class every single time. And then I have to the side of what classes, like which one's themed, which one's regular, you know? And then if we go to something like Pilates, I put the entire classical Pilates sequence down. Like I build myself in little tools that I can take from. I gotta go to a cycle class soon. And it's been really helpful to have those pre-prepared guidelines so I'm not coming up with something out of thin air every single time. The last thing I do is I pre-schedule my themes. Now I'm in a really lucky situation where I'm teaching semesterly. I teach at 2 locations. One of them's year round, one of them's semesterly, right? At the semesterly place, that's where I do the themes because it's college students and they love them. I plan out before the semester's even started, these are what the themes I'm doing. And so I get to the week and I look at the calendar, okay, what themes am I doing? And that's when I program it. And it has been really helpful. I'm tired. It has been incredibly helpful to program in that way for myself because for me, coming up with themes requires so much energy and I can just time block it all out and do it all in the semester, at the beginning of the semester, before it's even started. Now, I'm gonna head to a cycle class, but tomorrow we're gonna talk about how I maintain my energy and my customer service energy while I teach. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll talk about the schedule. It'll be great. Morning vlog. We're gonna head to the gym. Today is a upper body push day. Let's get to the car. Good morning, everyone. I am having an extremely busy, just chaotic day today. So let's go through the schedule because I mean, all of this ties into just everything that I do. So this morning I went and did a push workout at the gym. It was great. We did some bench press, we did shoulder press, lat raises, we did some cable chest flies, which were fun. I've never done those before, and some single arm push downs. It was fine. This morning, normally I work on social media stuff. I'm very stressed. I've got a coffee meeting with someone this morning. I think what I'm going to do to just kind of make myself feel less stressed is I'm going to go to the coffee shop and work on social media until this individual gets there. Then I have to go do something for work. Afterwards, I'm gonna run home. I'm gonna have lunch and then I have class. Get home, I'm gonna hopefully do my laundry really quickly. I'm gonna eat dinner before work, and tonight I have a PT client and I'm teaching my hip hop step class. And then I'm having today's exhausting. Like, there's literally no time for me to get anything that I need done, but at the same time, that's the struggle bus that I'm on right now. Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it all work. Hey guys, hope your day's been good. I am currently posting a TikTok. I have a personal training session in a little bit, and I also have a fitness class that I'm teaching tonight. I feel relatively prepared for both of them, but I do think I need to do, I don't know, I know I need to eat dinner before because I will feel so much better if I do. And I know I need to review one song of choreography. I was hoping I would get like a little bit more homework done today, but it's been very mentally draining. It wasn't a bad day by any means. It was just a mentally draining day. Like there were, and I understand that not every day can go perfectly according to plan, but today in particular, there were a lot of obstacles and a lot of hurdles thrown my way. And I'm very type A. I don't love obstacles and hurdles. I feel like I am a relatively good problem solver though. One of my strengths is that I do think on my feet relatively quickly. And so I think I handled every single situation well. It was just mentally draining to have to handle every situation well. But I want to talk about another kind of behind the scenes thing of being a fitness instructor that helps with my consistency. I want to chat specifically about what I call having social energy as a fitness instructor. I'm gonna plug my watch in first, actually. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a headache. This isn't good. Okay. Yeah, social energy as a fitness instructor. I think my phone should turn on is actually what I think. I think that this is a very important component of not only being an instructor, but being in any sort of people skills job where you are actively leading or interacting with a group of people. And here's kind of my hot take on this. But first, what am I talking about? What is social energy? Social energy is our customer service presentation. It is how we show up and present ourselves in a work environment. It's how we interact with people, and it is being able to put your own crap aside and show up and provide someone else with an amazing experience. And to me, I think about this as having my fitness instructor persona. And I like to say to people that there is me and then there's instructor Jaycee. Jaycee in real life is someone who feels her emotions very loudly. When she responds to problems, she doesn't have an easy time responding sometimes because having to be flexible throws her off. It takes her a little bit to think of a game plan. Then there's Instructor Jaycee. And Instructor Jaycee, and it varies with what other format I teach, but Instructor Jaycee is the most confident person in the room, right? She is intense. She talks fast. I was described as very forthcoming, as someone else said forceful. I don't know if I agree with that one, but you know what? That's how I've been described. Forceful, intense, very high energy. Instructor Jaycee could be having a bad day and you should not know it. She gets real with you. She'll tell you what's going on in her day, but she's gonna keep a smile on her face, right? Instructor Jaycee, when she's presented with a problem, no one knows that anything is wrong. She is quick, she's on her feet, she is immediately solving it and acting like that was actually supposed to happen. So that's Instructor Jaycee, okay? But that is the social energy. But how do we prepare ourselves to get into this? Because I think that is what we need to talk about for fitness instructors for any customer service job, okay? Is sometimes you can just walk in and sometimes you need a little bit of time to get yourself into that mindset. And for me, what it really takes is having a moment of preparation when I am trying to think of how to phrase this. It's important to me to have a moment of preparation when I am going to teach a class or lead a personal training session, where I can just look at the session, review my notes, and then while I'm reviewing that, while I'm setting up the room, I like being alone when I do it. I used to have people in the room with me a lot. I don't really like it anymore. But being alone, playing some music, running over my set, to me, it gets me in the mindset of you need to be in work mode now so that when I open the door, you're getting me at my service. And so I do like to show up a few minutes early to work to when I clock in, listen to my playlist already, go over things, and I feel like it just really helps me. But that does take time and back-end preparation on my part. I have a whole myriad of alarms set to make sure that I have this time built in for myself. And it does take away from some time that I could be doing homework or seeing friends. To me, it is important that I am giving my classes and my clients the most professional version of myself. What do I still struggle with? A lot of things. I am not perfect. Let's put that out there. I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form at this. Something I've really struggled with is if I'm having just the worst day ever, and I mean like colossally bad, like everything has gone wrong that day, there's been very unexpected news, I have a really hard time putting that aside. If it's little things, if I'm minorly annoyed, something like that, I can usually just let someone know that's in the class that I know, like, hey, I'm not feeling my best today, please let me know if I'm acting a little odd. But I have a very hard time keeping my energy up when I am having the worst day ever. And so that's something I continue to work on. And I work on that by, again, giving myself those extra minutes, allowing myself to just be in the space. Sometimes I will take a moment and I'll meditate before class. Sometimes I'll play really hype music. I have texted people for encouragement before. And so those are just some of the things that I do. Tomorrow, I want to talk about just ways to practice safety as a fitness instructor in terms of proper fueling, proper hydration, and injury prevention. But we gotta go get ready for my client and my class. I'd like to look a little bit more presentable. I think I'm gonna put some makeup on and listen to my playlist. And I'm also going to eat dinner because that's something new. Is I'm eating dinner before I teach now because I have been getting the worst stomach aches recently. And I think it's because I'm not eating until after I teach. We're gonna flip that and I think it'll work. Guys, hello. I'm exhausted. It's Thursday, 4 frickin' p.m. I need to go plug my watch in. I will, by the end of the day, have worked for 10 hours today, which is more than a 7-hour workday in my opinion. I did a 7-hour workday earlier. So I got up at 4:45 a.m. this morning. 6 a.m. I had a team meeting, very important, very early. 8 a.m. another meeting thing for work. At 8:30 a.m. I had a client. At 9:30 a.m. I had another meeting. That lasted until my 11 a.m. class, which happened to be at the place that I worked. Then at noon, I attended another class that happened to be at the place that I worked. Then 12:45, I had a meeting and I didn't get finished till 1:30. Been home the last few hours, decomposing from that. Now I've prepared my class for tonight because I'm teaching 3 classes tonight. I'm teaching hip hop step, cycle, and another cycle. All very intense classes. I'm gonna die. Oh my god, this is a lot. And so I thought that it was the perfect day to talk about safety as a fitness instructor. Yeah. And here are some of my safety tips for doing this sustainably and not being like me. Tip numero uno is hydrate or literally pass out hydrate. I have found that if I am not properly hydrated enough throughout the day, I will get the worst headache of my life. Today I did not have a lot of opportunities to drink water, and during my second class I definitely was feeling a lot of that lightheadedness, and so I have been chugging poppy, coffee, and water for the past few hours to get myself ready to teach tonight, which I now feel a lot more hydrated and a lot better. Tip number dose. Figure out how you need to fuel yourself because everyone's different, and stick to the plan. Now normally when I teach on my Thursdays I have an hour in between classes, and I was trying this strategy where I ate dinner in that hour, but then I would get these really bad stomach cramps going directly into teaching psych. Obviously that ain't working. So what we're trying, and it worked yesterday, so I think it'll work today, is eating before I teach. So I'm gonna go and eat like a chicken patty and some fruit before I teach tonight, and I'm bringing a protein bar for work, and I'm going to have that. So that's gonna really help fueling myself wise. And then tip number 3 is know your physical limits. So one of my physical limits is I know that I cannot do any barbell backloaded work, honestly barbell work at all, without being extensively warmed up. And by that I mean like moving. And so like when Elsie and I go to the rec and we do like our barbell exercises, I am very warmed up for that because I have made a point to be very intentional in the way I warm up. I don't put a barbell on my back with heavy weight if my back is not ready for it, because I know I'll tweak my back doing it and then I'm gonna be out. Same goes for teaching classes. I know my limits, I know when I need to participate, and I know when I need to be a coach. And the thing is that participants are never gonna understand it, and that's okay. Just be fine with it. When I teach my aqua aerobics class, I am jumping around on concrete with a very thin mat in between my feet and the concrete. I cannot do the jumping. The repetitive impact on my knees that entire time. Doesn't matter how amazing and sprung my knees are, that is dangerous. And so I will do a few jumps and then I modify. And I don't care that I'm getting dirty looks from those women for doing so. I need to protect my knees. And so the same thing goes when I'm teaching 3 very highly intense classes tonight. For my hip hop step, I have breaks built into the class where I'm able to get my heart rate down. In cycle, I focus on coaching and I'm just pedaling. I'm actively focusing on coaching. The only time I'm really doing it with the class is choreography. Every other time I am just coaching, and that is it. And so that has been incredibly helpful. That is safety. I'm gonna take you through my night tonight. Hopefully I actually remember to vlog some of it. We've been having some tech issues recently, so I'm bringing like a speaker with me because I foresee another tech issue in my future, and I wanna be better prepared tonight. So that's happening. I just have so much to freaking do, and I'm gonna wanna come home and pass out, and I can't do that because I need to get something done, and that's ridiculous, but. In my opinion, the trick to getting through teaching 3 fitness classes in one night is to understand that you're running a marathon, okay? And to me, that looks like making sure I know where my energy levels are at and how do I properly keep fueling myself throughout the workout to maintain that. So the biggest thing I have to maintain is my voice. So my water, I'm gonna take a lot more water breaks than normal tonight. I'm gonna take a lot more water breaks than normal tonight to make sure I'm getting the fueling. Test, test, hello, hello. Ooh, volume's good. All right, the speaker's what crapped out on me yesterday. So is the speaker good? Question de hour. If not, I got a speaker that I'm gonna use. About to teach cycle. Morning. Is it recording? It is. It's a Friday and I am creating my aqua playlist for today. Okay. Aqua fit. Perfect. Okay, so this morning we went and we did a glutes and hamstrings workout. It was great. I felt just really good doing the workout, which was, you know, nice. And then right now I'm currently about to sub an aqua class. This is called Aqua Fit, and I think it'll be really fun. It's kind of like a lower intensity aqua class, and I typically sub high intensity aqua classes, but I don't enjoy it that much. So I'm excited to see how I enjoy this. I just feel like the vibe will be better. Like maybe people will be less judgmental is kind of my hope. After that, I'm heading to a reformer Pilates class. I'm very excited for that. Then after that, I'm going home and I have my own Pilates class that I'm going to be teaching. Then I have a PT client today and I have to do a bunch of homework. So it's going to be a busy day, but it's going to be a really fun day, I think, to go on. And we're gonna, I don't know what the topic today is, but we'll talk about something at some point. Ooh, I kind of want to play Man in the Mirror. I think Purple Rain should be my last song. Where's my Aquafit class? Ooh, okay. Does.
Vlog is here.
Vlog
is always here. Oh, hi. Hi, vlog. Hey. Hi, vloggy.
This is the thumbnail.
Oh.
We're getting the whole to-do list done tonight while Elsie's at work.
So, I'm leaving.
We've just finished item number 3. We gotta record it. Ooh, good lighting.
It's Saturday Cycle.